Alright, here we are in round number 1. I'm going to draw first with this guy. Not the greatest hand. Juggernaut's a little bit, well, as we expect, I guess, in this deck. We don't expect it to be really much more than the 3/3 when it's put into play, with the potential to grow, of course. This is definitely a slow hand. A mountain would help that out a bit, or a mana mirror would be pretty good to be able to draw by turn 2. Oh, let's play. It's something to play, and it goes well with that Arbalist if I can find him a mirror. So like now, like the ideal draw next turn would be a mana mirror. So I'm against Infect. Not so sure I'm happy about this matchup. Definitely means I'm going to side out this Juggernaut. Especially since it's not going to be that big in this deck. Like, you can keep it in against Infect if you have if it's going to be like a 5/5 when you play it. But here it's 3/3 for 5. That doesn't have indestructible. It's just not quite as good. Alright, I just gotta play a creature here. The Arbalist would be nice to have eventually. But I sort of just want to put things in the way for now. I have no problem blocking this Blight Mamba this turn. If he wants to spend his turn doing that, even if he doesn't actually have another play in his hand, I'm like, I guess if I somehow knew he had no other drops, then I might not block the Blight Mamba. But there's no like duress in this format, so you can't actually know that unless his hand is empty. But yeah, I'm more than happy blocking a Blight Mamba. Oh, and he's gonna. Oh, that's a reason to play something before combat. I did open this guy, and it's gonna be trouble. I would like a mountain immediately. All right. Well, and the other option is to play. I'm gonna be playing the Warden. The other option is to play the Arbalist, and with the hopes of attaching next turn. But if he doesn't have removal, I'm actually not in terrible shape. Like if he just has Infectors, he can't really attack all that well the next turn. He can only get the Plague Singer through. And then next turn I have a Skyl School to put in the way of the Stinger. If he has removal, I'm in trouble, I suppose. I guess if he has like 2 guys to play and put 2 poison on, but yeah, alright. I'm getting to need that mountain pretty soon. I sort of forgot about his second ability. Alright, so I think I have to play the Skyl School here. And I have to hope I find a mountain. Because this Arbalist is just not going to do it in time. I would be in slightly better shape on the draw here. I'm going to discard the mountain. It's not going to do it for me. The Revoker is not bad here, naming a Blight Mamba. If I do in fact survive the turn, should survive the turn, I think, but I might survive the turn and concede on my turn. That's definitely possible. Ooh, okay. Well, I might not survive the turn. I go to 7. I can only block 3. Yeah, I'm dead. Maybe he holds the Hand of the Praetor back in fear of a 0 casting cost card. Not likely. Yeah, alright. What's he pausing for? Alright. Took him a bit. Guess maybe he was surprised I didn't actually click the concede button. So cards that are okay here. Soul Parry, Gore Vassal are both reasonable cards. Mirror and Spy is also reasonable. Core Prowler, potentially reasonable. Not reasonable is Darksteel Juggernaut. That's definitely getting out. Saberclaw Golem is also worth considering. Going to let me get rid of the Serpent. I want to lower my curve a bit. Trigon of Thought. What do I think the chances? Like, well, I don't know that. I think I like the Trigon of Thought because it may take some bad blocks in order to get to the late game. If he has an aggressive start. And so I'd like to be able to recover the card advantage that he might get. So out of these guys, what do I want the most? Well, actually, you know, maybe I'm going to take the Saberclaw Golem over the Dragon of Thought, and I'm going to take the Core Prowler or the Mirror and Spy. I could take one of these guys, but I don't know. Well, maybe I want a 3-drop. I think Gore Vassal over Core Prowler. I could cut the Chrome Steed. Since I don't have that many artifacts, and there's a good chance I'm going to be doing some trades, I'll take the Core Prowler over the Chrome Steed here. Oh, I have room for one more, actually, don't I? Quarter Shield, actually, maybe makes some sense. Spy. I'll put the Chrome Steed back. Okay. I'm going to put the Trigon back, actually. Okay. I would like to play second still, even though he was the aggressor. What do I think of this hand? I don't think too highly of this hand because these are not the greatest of cards. Gore Vassal could potentially be okay, but they certainly aren't the greatest cards. And I need a mountain for the Burnium here, and I need another island if I draw any blue card. So I'm gonna mulligan it. Well, I'll keep this one. Necropede's certainly pretty good against them. I need a land. With the land, this hand's actually quite good. Because I do have the 2 mana mirrors as well. And there's that land. Okay, so I think I'm trouble here. No Plague Singer, that's good news. I'm just going to play Goldmere here. The hope here is actually for a Warden next turn. Otherwise, I'm just going to play a Leadenmere because I want to get that mana up. Alright, so Leadenmere it is. Pretty slow start for him. We gotta have a 4-drop, right? No? Alright, there might be like an Instilled Infection or something in his hand. So the options here are what? Trigon of Thought, Sky Eel School, Gelm's Warden. Actually, I'm gonna save the Sky Eel School. I don't really want to discard any of these cards anyway. I'm gonna lean towards either the Warden or the Trigon. If his hand in fact is empty, I guess I prefer the Warden. So that lets me start swinging a little bit better. I'm gonna hold back the Leadenmere in attack. I don't want to walk right into a carry-on call. I think he'd happily trade for a mirror, especially now that he's seen my Warden. 1 damage is not going to be ridiculous anyway. At least surprised if he doesn't actually have a carry-on call. Yeah, or an Instilled Infection. 1, 2, yeah. Because what kind of keep is that for an Infect deck if we don't have anything on turn 4? So these guys get pretty annoying if he's got a Hand of the Praetor. Blight Widow, also annoying, I suppose. Next turn, what are we doing? I definitely want to play at least 1 artifact here. Ooh. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to pass the turn. Well, I can attack with the Warden. He would know something's up if I attack with the Warden, right? I think I prefer to just pass the turn here. Now, I don't know that he's attacking with a Blight Widow, but see if he attacks here. Nope. Okay, well, I'm not screwing around. Just going to play the Shimmer Mirror and Necropeter Revoker. I guess I can wait on the Revoker in case he plays something I want to deactivate. Okay, so I think here, especially with the Necropede in play, I think attacking with the Warden is just fine. So I could play the Sky Eel School. I think the better option is to play the Trigon of Thought. And if I wait for another land, I can activate it in the same turn. But just leaving all this mana open makes it pretty tough for him. Oh, no, never mind. say. Makes it tough for him to attack. Although that's better that he slices my Shimmermere in twain than my Trigon of Thought. So it does leave me a little bit open for attack. So sort of relying on the Shimmermere and even the Manamirrors, but the Shimmermere to really keep him guessing in an attack phase. But here, if he attacks, I'm chumping the Blight Widow and killing an insect. Definitely want to cut the Blight Widow down in size so that Sky Skull can swing through it. Protection from artifacts? Yeah, that's a little annoying. I probably should have shrunk the Blight Widow, but I think at this, if I'm not gonna, I have tongue twisted. I gotta kill the creature, just reduce the number of infect creatures he has, so that I can play around a pump spell later, potentially. I think now I may have to keep my Warden back. Ooh. Corrupted Conscience is pretty sweet. I kind of wanted to draw a card, but I think attacking is a little bit greedy because of this Warden. No, I don't really want to corrupted. If I corrupted conscience something, I want to corrupted conscience this Blight Widow. No, it's tapped right now, but if I wait another turn, everything's going to be tapped anyway. That's not necessarily true if I keep my Warden. I think I just want to draw a card here. And if I draw a land, I can play one of these cards. If I don't, I can play Revoker or whatever I draw. Because, yeah. Oh, well, unless I draw that. Okay, well, I'll just play the Revoker. I think I'm going to name Blight Mamba here. The reason I didn't play the Corrupted Conscience is that I'm afraid of something more threatening coming next turn. He still has a few cards in his hand. Is Blight Mamba the right thing? Have I seen anything else that activates? Not really. So I guess if I haven't seen anything else that activates, well, I'll name the one I have seen. Removal on this Warden would be pretty devastating. Alright, well, we're in the combat phase, so I don't think we're going to see it now. Does pump kill me? No. it does if I don't. Hold on. 3, 5, 8. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the way I block here. I, hmm. And the problem with not blocking Fallen is again the pump spell. I want to play around the pump, so that's the way I go. All right, well, could have been worse. I guess I waited too long on that corrupted conscience. That's annoying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My fault. All right. Well. Yeah. No. Okay. The play here is not to draw a card this turn. I want to have my gold mirror and lead mirror to chump, and hopefully he doesn't sacrifice in response. I think he will. No reason to believe that he's gonna miss that interaction. Nope. Unfortunately not. Um, and so the play here is to chump Blight Widow with Ledmir, pray for no pump, and draw a card. Yeah, I got punished for not playing that Corrupted Conscience last turn on that Blight Widow. I also got punished last turn by drawing a Kemba Skyguard, which was one of the only cards I could not play. Alright, that's not the most threatening thing I could have seen. Bump. Oh. Ow. Am I dead? I believe so. Oh well. No point in drawing a card if I'm dead. Yeah. This is certainly a bad matchup for me. But my deck wasn't great. I'll see you next time.